Here is Mike Pompeo at AIPAC talking about America being infested. Infested.
Media. It's supported by certain members of. This bigotry is taking on an insidious new form in the guise of anti-Zionism. It's infested college campuses in the form of the boycott, defest, and sanction movement. It's discussed in our media. It's supported by certain members of Congress, I suspect none of whom are here tonight. Now don't get me wrong. Criticizing Israel's policies is an acceptable thing to do in a democracy. It's what we do.
Oh, thank you.
But criticizing the very right to exist of Israel is not acceptable.
No one has criticized the right for Israel to exist. No one has questioned the dual loyalty. None of that has happened. But whether it's Nancy Pelosi or Chuck Schumer or Mike Pompeo, that is the narrative they want you to believe. It's just not the case. Here's Mike Pompeo celebrating the fact that the United States, and to a large extent, the opportunity for America to be an honest broker in this conflict there has long since passed. But here is Mike Pompeo celebrating the fact that Donald Trump has probably made one of the few sort of like status quo situations in that region that has not been a hot button topic for decades. He has managed to make it a hot button topic.
We're going to bring that back.
We're going to bring that back. Wait, Golan Heights is the only place where things are not a shit show? Wait a second. We're going to fix that.
And of course, it was a great honor to be on Israeli soil and to celebrate with Prime Minister Netanyahu at the very moment President Trump boldly recognized the Golan Heights for what it is, a part of Israel. As most of you would have seen by now, just a short while ago, President Trump, alongside Prime Minister Netanyahu, signed a decree affirming Israel's sovereignty over the Golan. What a truly great 2 days for two great nations.
Ugh, Jesus. And the implications of allowing land that was captured in a military conflict to be annexed in this way, obviously highly problematic for going forward.
Well, I mean, it's just, but this is what they've been doing in general, is basically just formalizing what has already existed because of raw power. And this is specifically, and I don't think the alternatives to Netanyahu, frankly, are any better from the perspective of like actual humanitarian situation in Palestine. I mean, his main rival's a general who was involved in atrocities in Gaza. But this is specifically time to help Netanyahu's reelection, who's facing an incredibly serious corruption probe, and not just like you take some money to do this, like something that actually implicates what is left of internal democracy in 67 Israel.
Did you see Throw Mama from the Train? Or the
it's a
Hitchcock?
classic, of course.
Crisscross.
Yeah.
Crisscross. I saw it in Throw Mama from the Train. It's a
Throw Mama
Hitchcock.
from the Train.
Crisscross.
I help him.
I
He
help
helps
you
me.
get elected so you don't go to jail. You help me get reelected so I don't go to jail.
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Also-
basically.
I think that's a very reflective of
Crisscross.
their relationship.
Crisscross.
Once again, very nice pivot from Israel's right to exist to Israel has sovereignty over the Golan Heights.
Right,
Like
exactly.
those are the same thing.
No,
and
but
if
those
you
people
don't
mean
think
that. That's what they mean. They mean Israel has a right to exist as a perpetually expanding apartheid state. And also, and it's funny because, look, I'm sorry, both ideologically and
Israel?
logistically. What did you say?
Why do you hate Israel?
So much. Well, because
Why do you
I've
hate
been there.
Jews?
They're very annoying.
Why do you hate Jews?
They're Meshuggah. But I support, I think logistically and ethically a full democracy for everybody. But it's just, Ilhan Omar was in the Washington Post a couple weeks ago, and she said specifically that she supports a two-state solution. So it's like, on top of every other lie and instigation against her, we're just going to take as like a matter of principle that what her stated policy isn't her policy. Okay, guys. What a bunch of fucking scumbags.
Man, yeah, even I think Israel has a right to exist insofar as any state does.
Boo. Zion Jamie. Zion Jamie. It's tough stuff. Should we talk? Hear a lot about food not bombs, hear a lot about capitalism, this and that, but all of a sudden when it comes to the tribe, an ethno-state can exist. Sad stuff. And tough stuff. Zion Jamie.
Is this